Every ghost town has its own spooky lore. Moonville is, of course, no exception. The Moonville Tunnel, located in Vinton County, Ohio, is nearly all that remains of an abandoned town that has been swallowed up by Appalachian wilderness. In its prime, Moonville was mostly a mining town, and the majority of people who lived there worked at the nearby Hope Iron Furnace in the 1800s. An all too familiar theme occurs in most resource-rich areas. Business booms and mining yields a large profit, but the resources are extracted until there's nothing left. And then, with the death of the industry, begins a mass exodus of the townspeople as well, seeking new work and new places. I know it's not quite as exciting as the classic ghost town story of everyone died from smallpox, which is also a rumor associated with the empty town. The Moonville Tunnel was a railway used to transport coal, but now all that remains is the gaping stone passage surrounded by old wooden electric posts. And, of course, several ghosts. One of the most common sightings in the tunnel is a glowing ball of light thought to be a lantern. This lantern likely belongs to a train engineer named Frank Lawhead. He met his terrible fate one November night in 1880, when the train he was driving collided with another. He died on the tracks of the tunnel, and he wanders the tunnel still, his lantern swaying back and forth, illuminating the pitch-black night. Another common encounter is the smell of lavender, accompanied by the visage of a woman dressed in white wandering through the woods. She's known simply as the Lavender Woman. It's not uncommon to hear the screeching of brakes or the whistle of a train cutting through the misty night air, though no trains have traveled through the tunnel in decades. A final soul that remains in Moonville was a man named Baldy Keaton. He was the infamous town drunk. One night he wandered the inky black woods on his way home after a drunken brawl. A man was walking to work when he came across a whiskey bottle along the tracks. The passerby was startled when a man yelled, "That's mine!" But as he turned to run away, all that he found was the bloody body of Baldy, lying on the train tracks. He's now known to throw rocks and shout at people who dare to enter the tunnel. The tracks themselves are gone now, but the tunnel remains, a misplaced, gargantuan structure in the middle of a beautifully dense Zaleski forest. A nearby cemetery houses the remaining bodies of the townspeople in their eternal slumber. But many souls still lurk in the shadows of the forgotten town of Moonville.